Keep that in because it's true. It's because we're always forced to be together.
Forced?
Every time you'd go in your room and cry. Every time.
Karli makes me cry. Look, she thinks it's funny. Hey guys, welcome back to Our Family Nest. So today it's gonna be Karli and I here in my office. We're getting ready to set up our camera here on the tripod and we're going to do assumptions about Karli and I. Some of them have to do with our relationship, some of them have to do with ourselves individually. It was stuff that you guys commented to us on Instagram, things that you assume about Karli and I. Yeah, maybe we should have cleaned first. Look at this. But you guys wouldn't even know that was there if I didn't show you. Are you humming Justin Bieber now?
Yeah, because you just played it. It's like you play it 100 times a day, so how am I not supposed to have that?
Wow, it's kind of warm in here.
Are you ready?
Alright, we ready?
Yeah.
So we're just gonna hop right in. Should we say who says them or no? Mm-hmm. I never know how to pronounce them, so we'll just skip that part. I assume you are not as strict with Karli than the other kids. What would you say?
The opposite. I think you're more strict with me than the other kids.
I think that each kid kind of gets a little bit easier. However, like Chase probably has the least amount of rules in a way. But then it's
but he
like
also doesn't really do
a whole lot. Yeah. And then with Karli, it's almost like starting all over because she's a girl. And it's not that I want to be more strict because she's a girl. It's just because I worry about more things because she's a girl.
You secretly don't mind what Karli and Chase do. Maybe Chase, but...
No, I definitely... Like, first of all, there's a couple factors. One, I'm really nosy. I want to know everything. I want to know who likes who and who's mad at who and like all the details just because I'm nosy. And then I do care about what they're doing. Like, I want to make sure they're not doing anything that they're going to get in a whole lot of trouble or a whole lot of regrets. And so, yeah, secretly, that would be false. I definitely, and I'm pretty open about it. It's not a secret. I assume Karli struggles with confidence a lot.
I would say yes and no because, I mean, everyone struggles with confidence in different ways, but being on YouTube has definitely made it worse because there's people out there who bring up things that you didn't even know you had to be insecure about. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I see a lot of things on TikTok where people are like, insecurities I didn't have until people pointed them out. And it's like, you don't really realize like things that could be wrong about yourself until people start saying things like, your nose looks weird from the side. It's like, I haven't even seen my face from the side, but now I'm gonna look at it all the time. And a lot of people about my face would point out how I have really dark under eye circles, so all the time I'm putting concealer under my eyes and trying to cover them up as much as possible. And for the past like 5 to 6 weeks, I've actually been using Curology.
So if you guys don't know what Curology is, it is a custom skincare formula that is great, especially for teens. Adults can use it too. I used this like a year ago. You guys might remember I shared a video on it and it worked really well for me. And basically you go on their website. We'll have a link down in the description. You fill out their online profile. You tell them all about your skin problems and concerns. And you upload photos like front photos, side photos. And then they create you a custom formula, and that's what's in the white bottle here. This is specific just to Karli's skincare needs. So one thing that Karli and I have always been really good about is, like, I've always tried to teach her that preventative skincare is the most important thing that you can do for your face. Back when Andrew was in high school especially, he really struggled with it. And I feel like we ignored it for too long. Because even finally when he got help and found something that worked for him, now he's like dealing with a lot of scarring on his face and his back. So with Karli especially, girls kind of love, you know, skincare routines and all that kind of stuff. She really likes programs like this because For Curology, you have your daily cleanser you use in the morning and at night. You have the moisturizer, that is your third step you use in the morning and at night. And then the special formula she just uses at nighttime.
Curology has really been helping me personally because it's made my skin smoother, and it's been a lot more helpful when it comes to applying makeup because it just goes on easier and it lasts longer throughout the day. I haven't had any occasional acne recently, and it's helped a lot with the dryness around my eyes and on my face. So if you guys want to try out Curology for yourself, you can click the link in the description below and fill out your profile, and they will send you these 3 things right here.
You do have to pay a $4.95 shipping and handling fee. And then at the end of the 1 month, you'll check in with your provider. You'll let them know how everything worked out for you. You can make any adjustments if you need to, and then you can decide if you want to continue with Curology. Then they'll send you a 2-month supply every other month. You can pause, you can cancel anytime you want to, but I think it works out great, like I said, especially if you have a younger teen who's just starting to show like signs of acne, breakouts, anything like that. I just think this is a great product to get you started, and being able to try it out that 1 month for free is a great offer. Next one, you guys don't get along. So, I don't know, you answer this one first.
I don't know. It's not that we don't get along, it's just, I mean, like I said the other day, not as much now as it used to be. We used to argue all the time.
I think a lot of it is like hormonal, like moodiness. Like I'm in a bad mood.
Ew, he's gonna puke on me.
Karli's in a bad mood. And then we just would butt heads a lot about stuff.
But it also has to do, I'm not that over dramatic as a person. I know that I'm not over dramatic. But you are so over dramatic. I changed my Instagram password and my mom was crying about it. Keep that in because it's true.
Because there's so many things when Karli works with brands that I have to like send insights to. Like I'm her business manager, and it's like, really?
I took 2 pictures that I wanted to post on my Instagram for these brand deals. I sent them to my mom, and she decided not to send them to the brand because she didn't like them.
No, I sent all 4.
Well, they picked the other 2, and my mom decided not to tell me that until the day the pictures were due. So I could have went back and retook different pictures that I liked, but instead she decided not to tell me and made me post the pictures on my Instagram that I hated.
And they weren't part of her, like, theme? What's it called?
It ruined
aesthetic. It ruined the whole thing. So she was mad.
I'm just saying, like, I don't know. I like to be in control of my own stuff.
Yeah. But then there's, like, the business part of it that I'm involved with. So it makes it a little tough sometimes. So you would say overall, like on a scale of 1 to 10, how well do you think we get along?
6 or 7.
6 or 7? I'd say that's pretty good.
Y'all have the closest relationship between you and the kids. I don't know.
I would say probably in some ways.
It's because we're always forced to be together.
Forced? That sounds terrible.
Not forced. It's just like when I go to a dance competition, Dad's not going to date
Yeah, but we like go shopping together. We've got our nails done
Blake and
together.
Chase aren't going shopping with you or yet.
Actually, I'm going shopping with Chase today.
Well, that's different.
So I guess it just depends. All right, Karli tells you all the tea. No, definitely not. There's a lot I don't know.
You want Karli to focus on YouTube a little bit more.
What would you say?
I guess.
Yeah, I mean, she posts 1 video a week. That's up to her if she ever would want to post more than that. I think that I do probably drive her nuts because I'm like, you got to film this today because it's due for the brand to review it by Friday, and then you got to post it over the weekend. Like, I'm involved in that aspect, so I know that part's probably annoying, whether it be me or like someone else telling her what to do. But to focus on it, I think she has a pretty good, healthy balance between personal and YouTube, social media, and stuff like that. I do want her to post on Instagram more. I do bug you about that. Like, post on your story, post on your Instagram, just because it's part of the whole business model.
Would Karli consider going to college near home, or is it a must that she goes to New York? I actually told my mom this other day that I'm not going to college, and if I do go to college, it will be in New York, so pretty much answers.
So what's the plan at this point? You're applying to colleges and just gonna see what happens, or?
I mean, I'll apply to other colleges just because I want to, but I probably won't even go there. I don't know.
Are you going anywhere? This was how many days ago? What? 3 days ago? 2 days ago? She's like, yeah, I don't even know if I want to go to college now. I'm like, you put all that hard work in for your GPA. Like, I just don't. I'm like, okay, she's going to change her mind probably 20 times between
I don't think I will.
now and then, so.
Now and then. I got like a few weeks.
What?
To apply to colleges? You do that in the summer.
Yeah, you got time still. Y'all fight. No, we've never really gotten any arguments where we're like going back and forth, because usually
we used to.
Yeah.
When I was 14.
Yeah, but not like we're back and forth, where you say like a bunch of mean things. We don't really fight.
No, we used to get in text fights, and I used to say a ton of stuff, and then every time you'd go in your room and cry. Every time.
Karli makes me cry. Look, she thinks it's funny.
It's because I literally wouldn't even say anything bad.
I get upset whenever anybody says anything mean to me.
I wasn't even being mean. And you just like cry all the time. You're really sensitive.
I am. You could probably make me cry right now. All right, here you go. This is a good one for you to read.
Karli thinks her family is lame. No, I just think I'm more cool.
All right, you let your kids drink and party because you trust them, which no one understands on YouTube. I think probably so far this would probably be the most controversial, is that the word?
Sure.
Topic, just because in my parenting, I come from a place of there are certain things that majority of teens do that I feel like you can try to control all you want, but kids are going to find a way to do things anyways. So I feel like I could do whatever I wanted to try to control, like don't drink, don't go to parties, don't hang out with certain people if I decided I didn't like some of her friends or something. And I just feel like at the end of the day, she's going to end up kind of doing what she wants anyways. So my approach with parenting is more like I'd rather have open communication and kind of be in the loop on what's going on versus having my kids think that they need to hide everything from me. But I do also think like Andrew definitely was more secretive about stuff. I think this is another thing that happens is, again, as your kids go down the line, things change. I feel like there was a lot Andrew probably did behind my back that I didn't know about until he got older. And then he was like, oh, remember that one time you went to Vegas and I was home alone? Or maybe it was spring break or something with the kids. I don't know. He's like, yeah, I had this party. And Bryce was passed out drunk in the laundry room. Like just all this stuff. There? No, that's what I'm saying. It must have been spring break, like a trip where all you guys were with us except Andrew or something like that.
I never got to experience that.
No. Well, you and Andrew are how many years apart in age? You're going to be 17. He's going to be 26. You're 9 years apart in age. That's like a pretty big difference.
Karli is a brat and gets everything handed to her. I always like to talk about this one.
All right, let's talk.
I don't know. I don't really agree with it because of the circumstances. Like, if you were to buy something for me, like, it's really hard to explain. Like, I help you with your job all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like, you do YouTube, but I'm, like, a part of it. So it's like, sometimes when you are buying stuff for me, it's your money, but it's like I also worked for the same thing.
Right.
And it's like, now that I hate those things.
Hold on, airplane break.
It's a jet. There's 7 days in a week. I bet you one day I'm going somewhere with my mom and the rest I'm going by myself. So all the time I'm buying my own stuff.
Food, clothes.
I buy my own food, my own clothes. Yeah, everything. Like,
she manages her own money. We've talked about this before. She gets all of her YouTube money and brain deal money and stuff like that. And
how many, I get that there's people who are 16 who do buy their own stuff, but you know what I'm saying? It's just like, I've always had my own money since I was like younger.
Right.
So
Yeah.
it's just like I don't really necessarily think I get everything handed to me.
Right.
Like
All
people
right.
don't understand that I work too.
Yeah. Yeah. Y'all fake your relationship for the videos.
Not necessarily faking a relationship, but do we fake our person? Not even that came out wrong. Not our personalities, but it's like you have to understand that we're normal people and we're not in a good mood every single day. So
Yeah.
it's like sometimes we have to film. So it's like, are we always being 100% real in that moment? No.
I don't think it's about being fake versus real. I think it's more like, say you don't feel good or you're crabby or moody one day and you're like, we still have to film that day because that's what's on our calendar. And you just have to kind of like push that aside and like, too bad. Like, we have to be happy and smile and be entertaining for the day. It'd be a lot of work to be fake and try to remember, no wait, how did I say that last time? What did we say last time? That would be miserable. So definitely what you see is what you get. All right, for the last one, we're just going to answer
Here it
this
goes.
question here. Give me little beans.
He keeps crying to come up here. Please tell us how to pronounce your last name. It's pronounced Gogorchak.
You basically just look at our name and you take out the Z's. Gogorchak. It's really easy if you just, I don't know, you just have to, when you look at it, take out the Z's. All right, guys, thank you for watching this video. Hopefully you found it entertaining and you enjoyed it. Thank you again to Curology for sponsoring this video, and make sure you guys click that link down in the description to get your free 1-month trial of Curology. You just have to pay the $4.95 for shipping and handling. Thanks, guys. We'll see you in the next video. Bye.
Bye.